At 7:03 a.m. Central European Time on March 14, 2023, one of a pair of Russian Su-27 fighter jets flying over the Black Sea struck the propeller of an MQ-9 Reaper drone piloted by the United States.
Based on the actions of the Russian pilots, it's clear that it was unsafe, unprofessional, and I think the actions speak for themselves. What we saw again were fighter aircraft dumping fuel in front of this UAV, and then getting so close to the aircraft that it actually damaged the propeller on the MQ-9. We assess that it likely caused some damage to the Russian aircraft as well.
According to U.S. European Command, the strike against the propeller required the drone's remote pilots to bring it down into international water. It is hardly the first takedown of a Reaper drone, nor is it even the first time Russian forces have caused the destruction of such a plane. But any confrontation between military aircraft of the world's two foremost nuclear-armed states can understandably feel tense. Since 2021, the United States has based MQ-9 Reaper drones in Romania, a NATO ally that borders both Ukraine and the Black Sea. These Reapers, as well as Reapers flown from elsewhere, were part of the overall aerial surveillance mission undertaken by the United States and NATO on the eve of Russia's February 2022 invasion of Ukraine. The General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper, which is sometimes called Predator B, is an unmanned aerial vehicle capable of remotely controlled or autonomous flight operations developed by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems primarily for the United States Air Force. The MQ-9 and other UAVs are referred to as remotely piloted vehicles or aircraft to indicate their human ground controllers. The MQ-9 Reaper system was proposed by the U.S. Air Force in response to a requirement from the Department of Defense to support overseas contingency operations programs. It is larger and more powerful than the MQ-1 Predator and is designed to execute time-sensitive targets with persistence and precision and destroy or disable those targets. The MQ-9, which stands with the M, is the DoD designation for multi-role, and Q, which means remotely piloted aircraft system, while the 9 indicates the 9th in the series of remotely piloted aircraft systems. Based on the current update, the USAF operated over 300 MQ-9 Reapers as of May 2021, with 16 additional units on the way as authorized by the FY 2021 congressional budget. Several new equipment upgrades had been retrofitted onto some of the active MQ-9 aircraft to improve performance in high-end combat situations as of that date, to be included in all further procurements of the MQ-9, and this combat drone is projected to end of its service life in 2035. Talking about its general characteristics. With the speeds of 260 knots, it can operate up to 50,000 feet, and has a 1746 kilogram payload capacity that includes 1361 kilograms of external stores. The MQ-9 has also been modified for extended range operations through the addition of external fuel tanks capable of holding 1,300 pounds of fuel. This provides for greater on-station time and further range. The modification also adds an extra blade to the propeller and an alcohol water injection system to improve takeoff performance. The MQ-9 baseline system also carries the multi-spectral targeting system, which has a robust suite of visual sensors for targeting. The MTSB integrates an infrared sensor, color, monochrome daylight TV camera, shortwave infrared camera, laser designator, and laser illuminator. The full-motion video from each of the imaging sensors can be viewed as separate video streams or fused. The unit also incorporates a laser designator, which precisely designates targets for employment of laser-guided munitions. The Reaper is also equipped with a synthetic aperture radar and also employ up to 8 laser-guided missiles, air-to-ground missile Hellfire, which possess highly accurate, low collateral damage, anti-armor, and anti-personnel engagement capabilities. Considering its role, the MQ-9 is part of a system that supports strike aircraft and ground commanders by acquiring and tracking dynamic targets or other useful intelligence. It is also capable of supporting a wide range of operations such as coastal and border surveillance, weapons tracking, embargo enforcement, humanitarian or disaster assistance, support of peacekeeping, and counter-narcotic operations. The aircraft is battle-tested and has been seen in intense action in Middle Eastern countries, including Syria, Iraq, and Iran, as well as Afghanistan and Pakistan. The aerial vehicle has been acquired by the U.S. Air Force, NASA, the Royal Air Force of the United Kingdom, Italy, France, and Spain, among others. In regard to the price, according to the update from Navwar Applied Science Corporation, the drones were about $14 million apiece in 2008, but the Air Force's latest budget figures shows each new Reaper costs $32 million. That makes them even more expensive than the pricey top-end AH-64E Apache attack helicopter. It seems to be a lot for what is, at heart, supposed to be an expendable drone. However, according to another source, Reaper is not cheaper to buy than any other aircraft it is compared to. It is multiples more expensive, that is from 2 to 6 times more costly. In addition, as quoted from Forbes, the 2.5 tons drones with a range of 1,200 miles cost about $16 million and is considered among the most important weapons in America's arsenal. This drone may also be the most historic drone strike in history, in which it fired at least 2 Hellfire missiles at vehicles carrying Iranian Major General Qasem Soleimani, Iraqi militia leader Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, and their entourage upon arrival at Baghdad International Airport, according to news reports. Hence, due to its performance, the Reaper undoubtedly classified as a spectacularly drone and has performed in an impactful way for many years, particularly when it comes to counterinsurgency and counterterrorism missions. For years, the Hellfire-armed Reaper drone has been effective in killing terrorists with precision strikes and maintaining that crucial intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance persistent stare above high-threat areas. That's all for today. If you have any suggestion for other military drones to discuss, feel free to drag your comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and the most important one is to hit the subscribe button for more updates on other interesting videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
30 Mike on those vehicles if they haven't destroyed yet, over.
Roger, engage 30 Mike.
Hold on, we'll get another run on those vehicles.